There is a beautiful story from Father Anthony de Mello, originally from the Spanish TV program many years ago. The story started in one morning. The father asked his son, "Hey man, wake up, it's the time to go to school, now you are late." The son replied, "No, I would like to go there because it's quite boring to go to school. The kids there cheat me and I also hate school." In any way, the father still insisted that, "Anyway, you have to go to school. Why? Firstly, this is your duty. Secondly, you are now 45 years old. And thirdly, you are the school headmaster." Well, we can interpret this story in many ways, but one of them is why studying in the school is so boring, even though the school headmaster wouldn't like to go there. Can we make the education fun? Usually, when we study higher and higher, we go deeper and deeper. But what we need is not only the knowledge in depth, but also the knowledge to stretch. And the way of stretching is the way of innovating and is the way of making the education fun. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Somrerk Chandra-ambhorn. I'm a chairman of the International Conference on Engineering Innovation, ICEI, hosted by King Mongkut University of Technology, North Bangkok, KMUTNB. Today, I would like to talk about the way of innovating and to introduce our conference. How to make a good innovation. Truly, I say to you, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. It's not me who firstly said this. It is God who spells this word as written in the Gospel. We will not discuss them in theological aspect, but we will use these words as a guideline to help understand the way of innovating. Firstly, how to ask. Asking in this sense is not a kind of requesting, but a kind of questioning. But before having the question, we have to see things attentively to know what they are and how they work. And from this observation, our question will be arising. Let me show you one example. If we have a look on the conventional combustion engine, we have to put fossil fuel and air to react together in order to get heat to be converted to be mechanical work. And we will also produce the carbon-containing gas. By this observation, we may have the question that, can we obtain the energy as the output without using the fossil fuel and without producing the carbon-containing gas? This question has led to the development of fuel cells, and the research in parts of this device will be presented in this conference. This is the first part on asking. For the second one, how to seek. The Brazilian author Paulo Coelho once said, "If we want something, all the universe will conspire in helping us to achieve it." But in fact, it is not us to attract things towards, but it is our desire that drives us to move forward, to look for or to seek what we want and what we ask for. And the scientific way of seeking is experimenting. For example, as a metallurgist, we are trying to add the alloying elements to improve the properties of metals. We try to add some elements to make the silver shine pink or to make the ferrous alloys better used at high temperatures. It is true that we have to fail 99 times in order to get the last one time that things start to work. And this last one time is the first step for the further development on the long road of research. This is the way of seeking or the way of experimenting. However, our sphere is quite limited. If we would like to see the beautiful flowers in the field, we have to go out to explore the world. If we would like to see the colorful flowers of ideas, we have to knock the door and it will be open. For the last part on knocking, this door is nothing but the barrier between us and the others. And this door has to be open to make the flow of ideas become possible. The simple way to do this is to join the conference. The International Conference on Engineering Innovation has the objective to serve as a platform for researchers and innovators around the world to come and share their ideas in various engineering fields: manufacturing, materials, mechanical, chemical, civil and architectural, and electrical engineering. This is to provoke the Medici Effect once occurred in Florence during the Renaissance period. It is the effect that people from various fields live together, share their ideas, and have a networking, and finally resulting in the birth of the wonderful civilization as we witness today in the Florence old city. To conclude my talk, let's see this slide. The way of innovating can be considered in two aspects. In terms of the action, we can innovate by asking, seeking, and knocking as suggested in the Gospel. Furthermore, in the aspect of the skills to be practiced, we can be a good innovators by cultivating the observing, questioning, experimenting, and networking skills. These behavioral skills will lead to the synthesis mind described here as the associating skills. And according to Steve Jobs' words, it is the skill of connecting the dots. This idea is not mine. All of these behaviors were analyzed and listed in the research work by Professors Dyer, Gregerson, and Creighton Christensen in their renowned book, The Innovator's DNA. But in any way, from this table, we can see that we try to associate two different concepts to explain the same thing. It may work or may not work, but it doesn't matter, because what is important is that we have to try to practice the associating skill as much as we can, and by doing this action or practicing this skill, studying in the school or working in the workplace can be in the innovative way and can be fun. This is all of my talk. I do hope that you may gain some idea from this, and I would like to invite you all to our conference, the International Conference on Engineering Innovation at Bangkok, Thailand. สวัสดีครับ